Hey everybody, today on Henry's HowTos, I'm going to show you how to make a traditional lamb biryani. Let's get straight into it. So just in front of me here, I've got 1 kilo of diced leg of lamb. Now you can use the shoulder if you prefer, or you can also use mutton if you prefer. Now we're going to start by adding in about 1 cup of yogurt. Make sure you're not using sweetened yogurt. And we'll also add 3 crushed garlic cloves, about 1 tablespoon of grated ginger, 1 tablespoon of papaya fruit. Now all I've done with this is just put into a food processor and fine it to a fine paste. Now papaya fruit tenderizes meat, so that's just one of the tricks you can use. This works on any sort of meat. Now that is optional, so you don't have to use it. Now we'll add in half a tablespoon of garam masala, 1 teaspoon of tumeric, 1 teaspoon of chilli powder, 1 teaspoon of cardamom, and finally about half a tablespoon of salt. Now all we're going to do is just mix that together. Now make sure you are using gloves because we do have a delicate array of spices in there. And we definitely don't want to touch our eyes or our skin with it. So basically you want the entire meat to be coated and all the same colour to make sure it's well combined. Now guys, all we need to do now is leave this into the fridge for at least 6 hours so the flavours develop. Preferably, and in my case I'm going to leave it overnight because you really want all those amazing flavours to penetrate that meat. So we'll leave it overnight and we'll come back to it tomorrow. Now just into a bowl, I've put in 2 cups of basmati rice into some cold water. Now all we're going to do is just give this a quick wash because we want to get rid of all this starchiness. So we're just going to soak it for about 5 minutes, rinse it, and we'll soak it again. So you just want to keep washing until you start to have clear water like that. Now in the meantime, set a pot of water to the boil. I've just put 12 cups of water to boil. Once your water's to the boil, we'll add our rice straight in. Now as for cooking time guys, we don't want to cook this all the way through. We're looking for about 80%. This is similar to my Persian rice video. So we only need to boil this for about 5 to 6 minutes. It should still have a crunch when you try it, but we'll come back to it. Now just into another pot on a medium heat, we're going to add in about 3 to 4 tablespoons of ghee. Now for all those that don't know, ghee is basically clarified butter, so it's commonly used with a lot of Indian and Asian dishes. And we'll add to this 1 sliced red onion. Now you can use brown onion if you prefer, that's fine. And we just want to very lightly saute this. So guys, it's been about 6 minutes now. As you can see, the rice is floating to the top. And you can see by the way it looks that it's cooked. It's the easiest way, just try some. It still has a touch of graininess to it and that's what we want. So we'll turn our heat off now. And you just want to go ahead and strain this. So your onions should be nice and soft now. So what we're going to do is add in all our lamb that we marinated the night before. And get all the marinade out too. And we just want to cook that through. So basically what we want to do at this stage is cook our lamb for about 10 minutes so we can try and cook the inside of it as much as we can. Okay, so once your lamb is fairly cooked all the way through, mine's around 80%, so you don't really want to go 100%. Now we can start assembling this. So we're going to place our cooked rice straight on top. Make sure you get it all out, and obviously you want to spread this out as well and flatten it. Just like so. Now we're going to add 1 cup of full cream milk straight on top, along with about 2 to 3 tablespoons of saffron water. And finally we'll add the juice of about half a lemon. So all we're going to do now is put the lid back on. Now just in front of me I've got 1.5 cups of plain flour. To this we're going to add 3/4 of a cup of warm water. And we just want to combine this quickly and just make a very quick dough. And I'll explain why. Also, I will point out this part is optional. So you should end up with a dough ball like that. So we'll set the bowl aside. I'm just going to quickly knead this. And we want to roll it into a rope as long as we can. Just like so. So just keep on going like that. Get it as long as possible. You If it does break at any point, guys, that's fine. We can just repair it when we put it on. So we'll go back to our pot now and I'll show you why. All we're going to do with our dough is just stick it on the side of our pot between the lid and the actual pot like that. And just push it closed like that. So this is a very traditional way of making biryani. But this technique, I remember seeing it as a kid as well. Especially all the times I visited Iran. A lot of the times when they slow cook stuff, they do this technique. The reason being is, it locks in all that flavor, aroma and everything inside the pot. You could just use a pressure cooker, but it's still not the same. So it's times like this you really need to appreciate traditional methods of cooking. So you should have a nice coverage like that. So now we'll go ahead and turn our heat on. Now I'm going to start off with a high heat on this for about 10 minutes, then we'll turn it down. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes now. If you do look close, you'll see the dough starting to take shape too. So we'll turn our heat to a low to a very low medium. And we just want to cook this for around about 30 minutes. And all we want to do is with our actual dough, is you just want to pull it off. Or you may need to break it as well. Okay, and once you got most of it off, we can go ahead and take the lid off and just have a look at that. So using a big spoon, all you want to do is just move it around so you can separate it and mix it at the same time. Alright guys, so to serve it just into a plate, I'll place some fresh yogurt on top as well. Not too much. And finally we'll finish it off with some chopped up fresh coriander. And there we have it. So guys, you're not limited to do this with lamb, you can do it with mutton as well, or chicken, or anything else you like. It's the same pretty much recipe. I hope you like that guys, please like and subscribe. If you've got any comments or suggestions, just leave them at the bottom and I'll see you all next time.